Jihan watched as the tamed beast approached him. Saihu urgently called out for Jihan to watch out, but a calm voice intervened, saying it was fine to stay still. Jihan remained poised, with only a 2% chance of being attacked. Saihu looked on in disgust. The voice then remarked on how unusual it was for Chilla to show interest in someone else. It turned out to be Min Yuri, who introduced herself. Jihan responded, "Nice to meet you. I'm Yu Jihan from the Fun Guild, and this is our guild master, Kim Saihu." Yuri asked Jihan if he had any pets at home, to which he replied he didn't. Yuri seemed surprised, noting that Chilla must have had a reason for its interest. Sang, who had been observing, stepped forward to address Yuri. He introduced himself as the manager of the Montung Monster Company and offered his assistance with handling corpses, should she need it. Yuri declined the offer, and Jihan told her not to be so formal. The crowd began to notice them, whispering about the cold woman talking to another guild and recalling that Jihan had spoken to Yudoha the day before. Jihan observed the gathering crowd and wondered about the commotion. Yuri apologized for drawing attention and said they would be leaving. She wished them good luck, and Jihan reciprocated with a thanks, and good luck to you too. As Yuri departed, Jihan reflected on her. The last news he had heard about her was a few years ago, and he thought she should have been promoted to Class 3 by now. He wondered why she was here but decided it was none of his concern. Jihan turned to Saihu, suggesting they should enter now, and instructed Sang to stay behind. They arrived at the green apartments, and Saihu, puzzled, asked, "What's going on?" "We've checked 5 floors, and there's no sign of any monsters." Jihan speculated, maybe other guilds have already cleared them out. "We can't do anything about that. We have to keep searching." Saihu then suggested taking the elevator. Jihan replied, "What if it stops midway?" Saihu retorted, "Asking a mage to take the stairs seems a bit much, don't you think?" Jihan countered, "Mages need to build their stamina too." A voice suddenly called out, "Who's there?" It belonged to Moon Kyungjin's party from the Knife Guild. Kyungjin approached, irritated. "Didn't you see the sign on the first floor? Building 207 is our guild spot, so move along." Saihu frowned and asked, "Pardon, what kind of nonsense are you spouting?" Kyungjin scoffed, "These fools can't even understand Korean. Let me explain. A spot is a designated area for securing a good position in a monster hunting zone. When large guilds claim a spot, average guilds have no choice but to move out, especially smaller ones like yours." He added, "If you understand, then get lost." Jihan stepped up, "You should get lost yourself. We're not just any guild." Jihan continued, "It's illegal to claim a spot in a monster area. I'll be filing a complaint with the Ministry of Heroes about your actions." Kyungjin sneered, "This son of a biscuit has lost it. Do you think the Ministry of Heroes will take responsibility for your lives?" Jihan asked, "Are you threatening us?" He quickly assessed the situation. 1 mage, 2 warriors, and 1 tank. Given their positions, it would be difficult for all 4 to engage at once. Jihan was confident they could handle it and calculated their chances of winning. Kyungjin's team launched an attack while 1 member held back. Kyungjin, incredulous that Jihan hadn't flinched, yelled at his team to attack. The mage complied. Jihan called to Saihu, who responded, "I'm ready." The mage's spell collided with the enemies, causing a powerful explosion. Kyungjin yelled at his team to chase after them quickly, accusing them of running away. Saihu, puzzled, asked, "Who's running away?" Jihan took the opportunity to go on the offensive. Kyungjin, still in disbelief, wondered if Jihan was really a class 4, cursing under his breath. Jihan taunted, "What are you doing? Your legs are wide open and defenseless." Kyungjin screamed, "Do you think you can just walk away after causing this mess?" "Once the Knife Guild finds out," Jihan interrupted, "are you suggesting the Knife Guild will take responsibility for your lives?" One of Kyungjin's team members muttered that he didn't think they could handle them. Saihu turned to Jihan and asked, "Shall we leave it for now?" As Kyungjin watched Saihu multitasking, he thought to himself, "Who are these people? We shift to another team of heroes." The warrior urged, "Put the fire out quickly." The mage replied, "I'm not great with water, so this will take some time." The warrior grumbled, "We haven't found any saber cats yet. This is a waste of energy." He then noticed something. The mage finally extinguished the fire and said, "We can move on now." The warrior asked the mage to save him, looking anxious. Meanwhile, Saihu mentioned, "I hear screaming coming from the emergency stairway. Do you think the saber cat has shown up?" Jihan, noting the intensity of the scream, activated his skill to assess the situation. He saw the survival chances as a beast appeared. It was a variant saber cat.